The Bible begins with a perfect world. So why does everything feel so broken? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. God spoke, and light burst into existence. He shaped the sky above and the waters below, bringing order to chaos. Plants and trees filled the land, each carrying life within itself. Creatures filled the skies, the seas, and the land. Then God created humans in His image. God looked at all He had made, and it was very good. God placed the humans in a garden overflowing with life and beauty. They were free to enjoy everything except one tree. That tree represented a choice: trust God's wisdom or define good and evil for themselves. A serpent appeared, quietly questioning God's intentions. The humans chose independence over trust. In that moment, everything changed. God's good world was fractured, not destroyed but broken. As humans moved away from God, brokenness spread through the world. Self-interest replaced trust, and violence entered human relationships. One brother rose up against another. Bloodshed cried out from the earth. And the world became filled with corruption and pain. As corruption spread across the earth, God's heart was filled with grief. So God chose to judge the broken world, not out of rage but sorrow. Yet even then, God showed mercy. One faithful family was preserved. The waters covered the earth, washing away what was broken. Then in time, the waters receded. And God promised never again to destroy the world by water. After the flood, humanity began again, but the problem of the human heart remained. People continued to seek their own way, scattering across the earth. But God chose one man to begin something new. God promised to bless him, give him a family, a land, and through him, bless all nations. This promise would shape the rest of the biblical story. The opening chapters of Genesis reveal a powerful truth. God created a world that was good. Humanity broke that goodness through distrust and rebellion. And yet, God began a plan to restore what was broken. The opening pages of Genesis aren't just ancient history. They describe patterns we still live with every day. It begins with freedom. But freedom without wisdom doesn't lead to peace, it leads to confusion. When humans decided to define right and wrong for themselves, they didn't become more free. They became more fractured. Genesis shows us that small choices matter, not because they look dangerous at first, but because they quietly shape who we become. Most damage doesn't start with a dramatic moment. It starts with a small decision we tell ourselves doesn't really matter. When anger, jealousy, and resentment go unchecked, they don't stay hidden. They grow. They spread. And eventually, they hurt someone. The story also reminds us that justice matters. But justice without mercy becomes unbearable. A world with no accountability falls apart. But a world with no forgiveness leaves no room to heal. Even after the flood, humanity gets a fresh start. And still struggles. Because changing the environment doesn't automatically change the heart. New places, new jobs, new relationships. They help, but they don't fix everything. And yet the story doesn't end in despair. Hope begins quietly. With one person. One promise, one step forward. Genesis tells us that restoration doesn't start with fixing the whole world. It starts with choosing wisdom over impulse, responsibility over blame, mercy over cruelty. The world may be broken, but the story insists that brokenness is not the end, and that even now, something new can begin.